Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about something called phytates, okay? Now it's kind of gotten a bad rap and considered an anti-nutrient, when in fact it's not really an anti-nutrient per se, and I'm going to cover why it's not. But phytic acid is a very powerful antioxidant in certain things like nuts and seeds, like the fiber in the rice and the fiber around the grain, beans, and a small amount in vegetables. So it's there to protect the seed from growing. So it's kind of like a natural preservative or a protective thing. And it is true that when you consume foods with too much of this, it can block your zinc and your iron and other minerals. But in this video, I want to focus more on the seeds and the nuts, because if you're on a ketogenic diet, you're not going to be consuming rice or grains or beans. You will be consuming vegetables. And sometimes people will say, well, you shouldn't be consuming nuts and seeds because of the high levels of phytic acid. Well, if you're consuming some seeds and some nuts and other foods, you're going to be totally fine. And I'm going to tell you why. So number one, your microbes, the friendly bacteria in your gut, actually make phytase. That is the enzyme that breaks down phytic acid. So your body has the capacity to dismantle excess amounts of phytic acid. And your body will adapt to it. If you actually consume seeds and nuts on a regular basis, your microbes will give you more of this. And this will help make sure you don't have an excess amount of phytic acid. All right, number two, vitamin C in the vegetables that you should be consuming, okay, increase the absorption of iron, which can be inhibited when you have phytic acid, okay? Number three, beta carotene in leafy greens also increase the absorption of iron. So if you're doing the greens, that will also help you absorb these minerals. All right, number four, adding meat to your vegetables will also increase the absorption of iron. Cooking or steaming your vegetables decrease phytic acid. So when you're consuming vegetables, it's not a bad idea to steam or cook some of them, but make sure you have at least half of them raw as well, because you get benefits both ways. When you actually steam or cook, you enhance certain phytonutrients. You also decrease some of these so-called anti-nutrients at the same time. But when you consume more raw, you get more enzymes. So I think a balance of half raw and half steamed or cooked would be a good thing. All right, number six, fermenting vegetables like in sauerkraut and there's pickles will decrease phytic acid. Number seven, most people have too much iron as they get older, especially men. Our bodies have a very difficult time getting rid of iron, but they can actually absorb iron. So if you're consuming iron from a supplement, or you're consuming the wrong foods, like let's say you're doing a lot of pasta or breads, which is fortified with iron, which is a big mistake, you're going to start accumulating more and more iron. That iron can actually go into the liver and cause cirrhosis. It can go into the pituitary gland and affect your gonads to the point where your testosterone is really low. It can go into the pancreas and even cause diabetes. It can go into the brain and cause dementia. So too much iron is very, very bad. As you get older and you're consuming leafy greens and more nuts and you're concerned about phytic acid because it's going to deplete your iron, it's one of the best things to help regulate excessive amounts of iron. It can actually chelate or pull out excessive amounts of iron. So it's a good thing. And if you're eating other foods in your diet, like for example seafoods, you're going to get plenty of minerals, including the zinc and other trace minerals, which may be depleted by phytic acid. All right, thanks for watching. Hey, if you're liking this content, please subscribe now, and I will actually keep you updated on future videos.